TheSmartLocal.com.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Ask TSL. In Charles' house tour video, you guys asked for a video on like tips on how to move out as well as adulting. So here it is. People who have moved out. Yep. Can you please share your housing situation right now?
I've moved out from my parents' house at Pasir Ris all the way to the center of Singapore. The parents' center of Singapore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my current housing situation with my husband, of course.
In Charles' house tour video, you may have found out that I moved out and I am now renting.
For me, I bought a resale because BTO just did not want me for like 5 times. I'm moving in soon because my renovations have completed.
I currently live in an illegal, illegally rented landed estate with 20 other construction workers. Just kidding. But that was my first place that I lived in.
Yeah,
Singapore.
that's what you told me.
It was illegal.
But anyway, I stay in a 4-room HDB. I've been there for like 4 years with my family.
Before we jump into the questions, we want to thank Syfe Trade for sponsoring this video. Syfe Trade is an easy and simple to use platform that makes trading accessible for anyone. This is a good option for those looking for a side hustle or passive income if you want to make mortgage or paying rent a little bit easier. And if you want to find out more, you can check out the link in the description box below. And let's jump into your questions!
What are some pros and cons of moving out? Being away from your parents. Freedom!
Yeah, you can come home at any time you want, right? Then you don't have to like listen to the where you go? Why so late?
Because I was renting and I could really choose my space the way I wanted it to be, right?
You can have your own chaotic,
Yes.
eclectic design.
Exactly.
It's just messy, your room.
Flashback.
Don't take anything here, cause you're very messy.
End of flashback.
That's the answer. Oh. We haven't answered the question. You're gonna fight.
Moving out gives you the opportunity to grow as a person. It pushes you to make big decisions. Kind of like being born again, but like instead of like moving out of your mom's, you're moving out of their house. It's a very good new adventure to set out to.
And also, right, you know, there are some people that if they don't move out of their parents' house, they will not learn life skills like cooking or doing the laundry.
Mine is like I have a very good story to tell.
She's so shocked by the story.
I had to push myself to learn how to fix
Unclog.
shower stuff. So mine was like I was showering, then I accidentally dropped the shower head. So now you have like a very strong foundation.
hose.
For 3 days I was taking a bath in that, you know, like
Fountain.
So you must catch the water
Catching the
at
water.
the right angle.
I fixed it. Now I have a very good heavy duty shower head.
Cons?
Cons are expensive. Man.
Yeah, I think that's the
Super
biggest con.
expensive. If you are renting with people, you have to kind of learn how to live with other people's habits and get used to like bad habits.
What was the process like renting a house?
Coming from a foreigner experience, it's a bit more complicated because you have to find agents that you can trust. Like for example, my first year, right?
Yeah.
I got tricked by an agent because I had to pay for a very expensive master's bedroom condo. It made me jealous also. All the other condos beside our condo had pools except ours.
Oh no.
So I was like, God damn it.
One of the new parts about looking for a place to rent is finding the different platforms where people talk about apartments available lah. I think I went through at least 5 Facebook groups or the forum types, right? The forums are from the owners themselves, so nobody takes a cut. There's no middleman.
Oh, so it's more affordable. What day-to-day considerations are there to factor in if moving in with friends?
A good friend doesn't mean the person is a good housemate.
Yeah.
Because everybody have like different habits lah. You yourself, you might have different habits that your housemate don't like.
Exactly.
So, give and take.
Think about what's their schedule, their daily schedule like. I have housemates who sleep very late. I remember lying in bed at like midnight, 12:30, right? Falling asleep, like drifting off already. Then suddenly there was a and I was just like, oh my god, please stop. Also consider whether or not you can have open conversations with these people, because basically the solution to that, right, was me walking out of my door and knocking on the door and going like,
How much income should you allocate for rental/mortgage?
Not more than 20%.
So out of all of us, I would say that arguably you pay the most.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
like, do you have like a passive income? stream?
Apart from my day job in TSL, I do my own social media work, right? I used to also run Gentle Geese. That is my little accessory brand. I also have been investing a little bit here and there since I was a student. Syfe Trade is one of the platforms that I use for stock trading because it is actually extremely simple to use, and I was already a Syfe customer before that. One key difference about Syfe Trade is that you can do fractional trading, which means that if you buy one Tesla stock, for example, the whole stock is gonna cost you right now 700 to 800, but if you only have $100, you can buy 1/7 of a Tesla stock instead. One more thing that I really like about using Syfe Trade is how they have free monthly trades. It literally means like if you trade for free.
Because usually you have to pay very high commission fees whenever you do a trade, right? And so you must be very careful. You can't like trade in, trade out. You must really think. So to have 5 free trades, right? It's like free pass.
Okay, next question. How did you pick your house?
Okay, mine was through location. So I used this proximity. What's this?
Radius.
Yes, correct. The radius one that is like within your parents' home. And then I narrow down like top 5 contenders, and then we will go down and visit the flat to get the vibes. And then I have a whole checklist.
Wow, she got checklist. Mine is
You feel the vibes, right?
Yeah,
You
must
feel the vibes.
My husband and I are house hunting, right? One of the houses, we asked the owner, hi, is there, I think they call it about west sun. So when the sun sets, right, your house is like a furnace. And then she was like, oh no lah, my house got no west sun one, you know. It's a very, very prime location one. It's not a very hot one. We went back to their house again in the afternoon. Walao, it's like oven. Then she someone bring us to the balcony. Yeah, you see got no west sun. And then we were like, oh, yeah, okay, thank you. She wasn't very
They don't have the west sun, they have all the sun.
Yeah, she had all the sun. It was just directly in your face. And we were like,
May I know how long they are renting the flat for? All those works such as the furnitures and planning for the rooms are bound to be gone one day once they stop renting. Seems a bit shacks, yeah.
It's a good idea to make your place homely as much as you can, because in the end that's where you stay most of the time anyway, and you need to feel rested whenever you're home. The shack part of finally moving out, I think it should be okay. You can always sell it.
I think the part about him saying you must decorate your house in a way that you feel homely when you're home is true. I really feel like a sim. Every time I buy nice decorative item to put in my house, I feel like my happiness level go up by 1.
Oh, yeah.
Then like I buy a succulent, I put there, then I'm like ting ting.
When it comes to lease period, right, trust me, the landlord's process of tenant hunting is equally painful as your house hunting. So they also don't want. And usually, if your tenancy period is longer, you can bump down the price. Just be charismatic and stuff.
Thank you for watching this episode of Ask TSL, and thank you Syfe Trade for making this possible.
Syfe Trade is an easy and simple to use platform that makes trading available to anyone. And it also has one of the lowest commission fees, so it's even accessible to beginners.
If you'd like to find out more, click the link in the description box below.
And if you like this video, don't forget like, share, and subscribe, and watch all our other videos over
There!
and ring the notification bell.
Bye-bye!
Wow, now got K-pop logos.